Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Banks, and today I will be walking you all through my understanding of intercultural transitions. Starting with objective number 1, taking on a new role at Target required me to make a big cultural adjustment because my coworkers were so different from one another. Having come from an environment where diversity in the workplace was less prominent, as I came from McDonald's, which I worked with individuals who resembled me greatly, and even going through a K through 12 institution where a majority of my classmates were white, I was thrust into a linguistic, cultural, and traditional melting pot as I got to Target. Working with a team that was so diverse at first was exciting, but it soon faded over the years and was replaced by a time of adjustment instead. I had to reassess my communication approach and become adept at navigating the complexities of cross-cultural relationships. Understanding the viewpoints of my coworkers, many of whom brought distinct cultural nuances to the table, became dependent on my ability to actively listen and demonstrate empathy. I saw that as I adapted to this new cultural environment, I became more adaptable and understanding, and I even began to value the depth that diversity adds to our teamwork at Target. During this overall experience, I have not only become accustomed to a new business culture, but I have also developed a greater understanding of the importance of workplace tolerance and cultural diversity. Moving on now to objective number 2. During my transition to work at Target, I followed the U-curve model of adjustment, which you see here on my screen, and it is greatly talked about in our textbook on page 324 and 325. Initially, I was excited to learn from my diverse coworkers, akin to the curve's upward slope, as you see with the smiley face, upward. However, encountering language barriers, since I'm not too aware of other languages as I want to be. I know how to speak English, of course, very well, but I just really want over time to learn how to speak other languages, as I do want to become a lawyer. So I will be working with diverse clients one day. So I want to learn how to help everyone and just learn everyone's languages, if that makes sense. However, encountering language barriers, as I'm mentioning, led to a phase of shock for me, which is similar to the bottom of the curve, as you see the circle with the frown and the little lines coming out of his head. Despite challenges, I actively sought solutions, including learning basic phrases in their native language, and I did this by downloading translator apps. My dad also uses the translator apps on his phone, so we kind of go over different languages together, and I thought it was really cool how there are apps out there that actually can help you become more sensitive to other people in different languages. Over time, as I even engaged in meaningful conversation with customers from various backgrounds, I gradually adapted to the new cultural setting. So customers have taught me how to make different foods from their culture. They taught me their traditions. I just got to know my customers, which is why I love going to work. With all of this being said, I gradually had the opportunity to adapt to the new cultural setting, and so that was a really good opportunity for me. This journey overall mirrored the stages of the U-curve model, with each phase presenting unique obstacles and growth opportunities. So moving on to objective number 3, during my transition at Target, I could have utilized strategies outlined in Martin's Intercultural Communications Context 8th edition, which is our textbook, to better manage adjustment. Firstly, I believe that engaging in cultural learning through company resources would have fostered smoother interactions by understanding coworkers' backgrounds. Secondly, seeking social support from coworkers with similar backgrounds could have provided guidance in navigating cultural differences effectively. Lastly, I believe that improving language ability by learning basic phrases relevant to coworkers' languages would have facilitated clearer communications and stronger connections, aiding adaptation to Target's multicultural environment. Overall, employing these strategies would have enhanced cultural understanding, social connections, and communication during my transition there. Lastly, now moving on to objective number 4. I believe that overall, from my cross-cultural experience at Target, I have learned the importance of flexibility, empathy, and embracing diversity in the workplace. For anyone planning a similar move as I did back in 2021, I advise approaching the experience with an open mind, actively listening, and seeking to understand diverse cultural viewpoints. Pursuing language and cultural learning opportunities can aid adaptation and integration into a varied context. This experience has significantly shaped my understanding of intercultural communication and transitions, highlighting the value of cultural sensitivity, adaptability, and respect in fostering inclusive work environments. It also underscores the notion that diversity enhances teamwork and organizational success, emphasizing the necessity of tolerance and understanding of cultural differences in the workplace. So I would like to thank you all for taking this time to watch my video, and I can't wait to watch everyone else's videos. I hope you all have a wonderful Easter and a relaxing evening. Thank you, and have a nice day.